Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading for changes. So, there have been a lot of big changes happening during this moon cycle with these two full moons we had in the same month. This one we recently experienced, the blue moon, and also Mercury retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, just so much spiritual growth and discovery happening. I think I've told you guys recently that I have seen like every single person that I know cry recently. I've seen all these men cry, people's parents have been holding me and crying. Of course, all my clients have been crying, I've been crying. It's a time of just deep emotional release, but like it's because there's really happy, joyful changes. It's like a really positive growth. And right here on the bottom of my deck is the sun, the most positive, uplifting, rewarding card in the whole deck. And so there are big, happy, positive changes coming, and I wanted to just let you guys know that right away. But what we're going to do with this pick a card reading is we're going to go ahead and break you guys off into three groups, and you're going to go ahead and choose a card. You're going to either choose my angel deck, number one, my little blue deck, number two, or my enchanted tarot deck, number three. So once again, my angel deck, my little blue deck, number two, or my enchanted tarot, number three, to get a specific message about your situation for changes that are coming. So if you choose number one, the angel deck, let's get started. The card that I drew for you is Release Your Ex. So also I'm staring at the fox, and I feel like the fox is coming to you as a message. It's a totem that's with you right now because it's trying to open you up to changes, and it's trying to open you up to movement forward. And there's someone in your life that has been draining your energy, either like mentally in your head, or maybe physically you're still around this person and you're needing to release. A lot of people are being called to release right now. You know, it's had me think a lot about the difference between karmic relationships, the difference between soulmates, the difference between twin flames. Now, these are all just concepts, but it can relate the difference that some people come into your life for a certain season to help you grow and to help you change and to help you learn major concepts. And sometimes these relationships can end really heated and like really intense. Then there's these other relationships, soulmate relationships. These people are from your soul family. They are there to help you along your journey and to help you with your mission and your purpose, and to help bring together like a community around you and help with major changes in your life. And these people are harder to let go of. These, maybe you're dealing with a soulmate, maybe it's a karmic, but soulmates can be difficult because you guys are right for each other, but then there's just like too much brotherly or sisterly kind of, or more of a family bond versus the intense connection, chemistry, romance, sweep you off your feet intensity of the twin flame. Then there's the twin flame, and this is once again just a concept, but twin flame is more like, you know, essentially the other half of your soul. Like your soul split into like two bodies, basically three bodies. Sometimes you can have, I've spoken with people and met people who've had really complicated situations when it comes to this, but generally it's just another person, and the energy is more intense. And it's interesting because I have some close friends of mine who transitioned out of a soulmate relationship and then into a twin flame, and this twin flame just came in their life and just completely changed everything. And it was just beautiful, like watching how this love kind of healed these people and like their whole situation. But usually you have to release the soulmate in order to be able to connect with the twin, or release the karmic in order to connect with the soulmate. Or if you don't want to think of it like that, sometimes you have to just release the old to bring in the new energies. Sometimes your energy and your frequency just is not on the same plane with the person anymore, because everything's vibration, everything's energy. Two opposing frequencies cannot occupy the same space at the same time. So that's why people sometimes in relationships naturally drift apart. And so this is talking about releasing your ex. Maybe you're already in a breakup and you're insecure and you keep wanting to go back to that person, but they're saying to go with the flow, rest and allow this transformation. There's going to be a lot of change coming into your life. There's something, the shaman card's coming up, talking about this being a time of big change for you, of you like getting grounded in your truth and like learning who you really are. So a lot of times loss can usher in this period of renewal and rebirth that we're looking for. So interesting. And then we're getting the Archer. It's saying focus. It's saying to focus. Be loyal to yourself first. So wow, we're really at it with these messages, aren't we, you guys? Big changes right now. So how about I pull a final card for you on what action you're supposed to take in this situation from my new Enchanted Tarot, which I'm so excited about. I want to share this deck with you guys so bad. It's so beautiful. Okay, so your final advice. Ooh. Okay. This card just got spit up. Okay. I'm gonna have to look it up in the book because I'm still learning. Two of Wands. Okay, so planning. That's what you need to do now. They're saying you need to pause and contemplate where you are, where you've been, and where you are going. You are at a crossroads. Plan before you take any action. You are in a position of power and can now take the time to do so. So things have changed. You actually have the ability to like sit here and plan what you want. You don't just have to go with it anymore. They're saying you have become established and independent. Now you are prepared to take charge of property. You have the enterprising knowledge to lead to prosperity. Before you are now in a position of decision-making power, the fears that you have experienced in the past no longer hold sway. This is a time to map out your plan before you return to the day-to-day reality of putting that plan into action. You can be the master of all you survey. How beautiful. Wonderful. So I hope that that message resonates with you. Now, if you're number 2, I have to itch my ear, oh my gosh, it's like itching, I don't know. Also, I'm like completely surrounded by bees right now. I just realized there's like hundreds of bees around me. So, maybe you guys can hear it if I'm quiet for a second. Do you hear the hum of the bees? I love that sound. Okay, so if you chose number 2, you got my little blue card and it says now. So this change you're going through is probably happening now and there's stuff going down. That's what I feel for you. I feel like when I first pulled this card, it kind of took me aback. That's why like I had that pause in the beginning of the video because I was like feeling this intense energy around this card. So honestly, this is my personal deck and I made it during a time of like intensity during my life, and so this is where I go for like the real messages. So I hope you're ready for some realness. Okay. Aw. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. First you got waves, and I made this because I'm a surfer, and it's just this concept that, this vision I had one day that kind of helped me relate to where I was. And so they're telling you with this card, overall, you need to take a look at where you're at right now and decide where you would like to flow next. It doesn't have to be this huge charge forward, it doesn't have to be this huge, intense jump, but they're saying like you can flow into it. So they're telling you, you will wait, looking towards the sun, like a surfer, you know, like on a surfboard, looking out at the horizon, trying to catch a wave. And you follow your intuition on which waves to catch. All of us, we catch waves in life. We all take turns, because when you're surfing, you don't just paddle out there and just start grabbing waves. I learned that the hard way when I first learned how to surf. People will get really mad for you. There's like, you have to, they'll get mad at you basically. You have to wait in line. You kind of have to take your turn, and you have to decide when it comes to your turn, am I going to take this wave? Am I going to give it to the next person? Are we just going to let it pass? You know, what's the deal with this wave? And so basically this card is all about that concept of like being there out on your board, looking out at the horizon. The sun is beating on your face. You're relaxed, you're calm, you're waiting for your wave. And so the important thing to know is that waves always come in abundance. Occasionally there's a day in the ocean where it's flat, you know, and that's okay. The next day the waves come back. You know, things change, the moon, the tides, everything changes, and the waves come back. Maybe you're out there surfing and you miss a wave. A wave comes and you miss it, but there's gonna be more waves. So the whole point with this is that opportunities are coming in your life. Opportunities are abundant. Money is coming. Money is abundant. You know, the waves keep flowing in abundance. So you need to really start looking around and realize all really is in abundance. So they're telling you it's your turn. A huge wave is actually on the horizon for you. Imagine this huge wave coming, you know, and that's probably why you're feeling this intense shift, this intense energy. And they're telling you it's time to start paddling. So there's some action you need to take, and you need to trust your intuition and your internal guidance on what that is. It's time to start paddling. And they're telling you not to look back, because like if you look back, you're gonna realize how big the wave is, it's gonna creep you out, and you're gonna like freak out and do a nosedive or something. So they're saying you need to remember to paddle, you need to remember to stand up on that wave, remember you need to turn into it, you need to go in that direction. And they want you to follow your feelings on where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. Your feelings are gonna guide you. Your heart guides you, then your logic and your decision making helps you to get through the situation. So they're telling you, have faith that you're going to be successful. And this is a very similar card. It says, a new sun is beginning to rise within you. Be proud of your hard work. And they're saying you're going to bounce back from disappointment, and you're going to bounce back from despair. And there are a lot of spontaneous opportunities on your horizon. So this is a very positive change for you. And then this card is about helping you with your perception so that you can be in a mindset to manifest miracles versus being in a poverty consciousness, a lack mentality. They're telling you that heaven or hell is all a matter of perception. Are you creating hell or chaos in your life unintentionally? You are the master creator of your life. So this is the Koreatown card. And there was this moment when I lived in LA where I lived in Koreatown. And it was perfect for my styling business because it was so close to everything and I had this beautiful space. But some days I would go out on the streets and there would just be like homeless people, and there'd be people peeing everywhere, and there's just like dirty mattresses and trash and all these cars, and it would just be like really intense and I'd feel like depressed. And then there would be these other days where like I went outside and there was like this beautiful breeze, and you know, the weather's always perfect in LA. And you know, there'd be people selling like fruit on the corner, and I'd just get fresh pineapple, and I'd walk around and with my headphones on, and like it would just be like a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So it got me thinking, making this card, about how like the only thing that changed on those days was just like my perception and like what I was choosing to like look at and focus on. And so it was like this big metaphor for my life. And so they're telling you that there is actually a big gift, a big change, a big luxury that's coming to you, but it's being slowed down because you're like overlooking the miracles in your own life. And so they're saying, if you want to manifest, and have you guys been following my Manifest with Me in March journey? Follow my Manifest with Me in March journey. Watch all the videos. They're on my channel. I'm teaching you how to manifest for free. I just want to see, like, as an experiment, if anybody tries it out and if it works for you, because it worked for me. So anyways, basically they want you to like focus on your passions and try not to focus on drama so much. And that's difficult, you know, especially if you're in a work environment that's toxic and everybody wants to talk drama all the time and your friends want to gossip and you're trying to like kind of get out of that mindset. It's difficult. So they're saying maybe spend a little bit more time on your own or around people that like to talk about things that are positive, around family or children if you can. And they're saying to like focus on your passions and what's fun. And yeah, they're saying distract yourself with a hobby, like focus on your talents right now, focus on you, and they're saying you deserve this time to focus on yourself. You deserve this time to be who you are and to express yourself. You don't have to explain yourself and what you're doing to anybody. You don't have to answer to anyone but you. And these are some things I'm learning in my life, and that's why I put it in my personal deck, and I'm so glad to share that with you. So the message is now, like, you need to take action now. So I hope that this resonates. Let's go ahead and check out the third message. So this is from my new tarot deck, the Enchanted Tarot, and it is the Ace of Wands. It's such a beautiful card. But like looking at it from far away, it looks like someone's like flipping me off. But it's funny though, because it is kind of like that fiery energy behind it. So it's kind of like a positive, like, well, fuck all y'all kind of card. You know what I mean? That's the message I get from this right away, just by looking at it. I'm getting this energy of you just like doing your thing and not caring anymore what people think, not letting anything stand in your way. So yeah, it's like initiation is intense. It says you need to be instinctive, creative, and passionate. You are being initiated. Oh shit, you're being initiated. Do not second guess yourself. Follow your first impressions. Make the first move. Try to see through all illusions. You may experience a breakthrough. Wow, this is like intense. So it's called The Awakening. So, oh my gosh, a huge butterfly just flew by. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I hope it comes back. Come back, butterfly. Oh my god, it's huge. Okay, it's like flying everywhere. Anyways, if it comes back, I'll turn the camera around. I've seen it a few times. It's this huge yellow butterfly with black on it. And it's reminding me of like the solar plexus energy. Like, you know, we're getting that area cleaned right now. We pulled the sun card. It's interesting. So anyways, you're having an awakening. It could be a spiritual awakening. It could just be some kind of like just awakening to your truth, awakening to who you are. And they're saying in this moment, you feel alive, creative, and passionate. If you don't accept this instant when it arrives, it may be lost. Use your instincts at this time of impulse and enthusiasm. It is time to initiate new beginnings. Do not question your power and do so. Wow, that's intense. Okay, I think I might read this to you in a little bit, but let's pull some more cards. I'm just getting this really, like, you've been bored, you've been complacent, you haven't been doing much. It's like you need to get up and do something. It's just like this message, just get up and do something. Follow your inner guidance. You've been stuck thinking, what should I do, what should I do, what should I do, for a while, for many seasons. It's almost like you lost your power. But I'm seeing something about reunions, connecting with people from your soul family. Maybe there's a soulmate coming into your life. They're telling you need to empower yourself. Something about the seer. Oh my, there's the butterfly again. It's like you're, maybe you're clairvoyant or something, or psychic, and you need to like look into that. I see clearance coming. Yep, you're going through a spiritual awakening, and basically you need to admit that. So I'm sending you so much love and light with this reading. Peace out.